I'm here. Mohammed, I'm here. Hello. Mohammed. Hello. Hello. I thought I'd tell you I'm in. I'm in. What's going on? Huh? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Send items. Okay, so spell it out to me again. Yes. 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 Yes.
استنى يا يوسف. MAN
Yes.
SOR
Yeah.
UOS
U or Y?
Y
Yeah. Yeah.
2020
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
Yeah. There it is. In my sent items.
Oh.
There it is.
طب بلش send him again.
Okay, send him again. Okay, forward again. MANSORYOSF 2020 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
There you go. And it's done again. And I'm copying you. So that's 3 times now. Going to look in my sent items again, that it hasn't been bounced back. Nope, hasn't. Huh? Lord help me. Mohammed, I'm sorry, but it did. It's on my sent items. I'm here, yes.
اهو خلاص يا يوسف سلام.
اوكي انا هقفل معاك عشان انا
ماشي تمام سلام.
Yusuf, you're on mute.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
يوسف اقفل الشباك يا يوسف. يوسف
Hi.
اقفل الشباك.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, you can
Hi.
hear now? You can hear? Don't know why you weren't getting the emails. I looked at my sent items. To the new email you gave to Mr. Mohammed, we sent it 3 times. Very strange.
A new email.
right?
A new phone.
Very strange. Okay, so today I would like to talk to you about the strategies that you use to read something and get information from it. Okay? All okay?
Yeah.
So let's have a look. I'm going to share my screen with you. There you go. You can see everything there? You can see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So this is a reading strategies book that I used with my own students who were also year 5. Okay?
Okay.
Yep, and they found quite useful. Okay? So This booklet contains a variety of fiction and non-fiction. So, any idea of the difference? What's fiction, what's non-fiction?
Yeah. The fiction and non-fiction.
Yeah, so what's the difference?
The different that's one not unimaginable and another is in the world, can be in the world.
Yeah, kind of. Fiction comes out of the writer's imagination. Non-fiction is fact-based. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So these are designed to help you become a better reader. Each day of the week, you'll read a passage and answer questions about it. And if there are any words that you don't understand, you need to ask me. Okay?
Okay.
You need to say, I don't understand that. So you will read a passage and answer questions about it. These questions will help you practice important reading skills, such as following a sequence of events, understanding an author's purpose, why this author is writing this, what they want you to gain from it, or recognizing causes and effects. Okay?
Okay.
These questions will also help you prepare for reading tests. Yeah?
Yeah.
So my own students actually found it very helpful to them when it came to a reading exam. You also practice reading strategies that good readers use. For example, you learn how to ask questions about what you're reading and connect what you are reading to things you've heard or seen before. You be able to use these strategies every time you read, including when you read subjects such as science and humanities. So it will help you in other subjects as well, okay?
Okay.
Other language-based subjects. So when you finish the booklet, you will be a better, stronger reader, and that makes reading easier and more enjoyable. So once it becomes easier, you'll enjoy it more, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. So the first thing that we need to do is look at your comprehension. So what does the word comprehension mean? Everybody talks about reading comprehension, but what does that actually mean? What does the word comprehension mean?
I didn't know.
You don't know. Perfect. The word comprehension just means to understand. So monitor your understanding.
Yeah.
What you understand. Easy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So monitor means to look at, to have focus, to understanding. That's all it means. So when people talk about comprehension, what they're just talking about is what you understand and what you don't understand. Easy, easy.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand something, you just say, don't understand that, and you get an explanation. Yeah? Don't understand what that word means, and then I explain it.
Okay.
So the first thing that you need to do is to read the passage slowly and reread any sections that you don't understand and ask me. Easy?
Okay. Easy.
Strategy's easy. Yep. Okay, so what's it called? What's the title? My cursor is here.
The title Medieval Practice in Ancient Egypt.
Medical practices in ancient Egypt. So, a topic that you should know something about, because I'm assuming your teacher has taught you your history, right? Yusuf, 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 can't hear you. Mohammed, Mohammed, gone, gone. He's probably ringing you now. Gone. Mohammed, the only thing I can do is go through the lesson. I'll record it and send it. So I'm going to go through the lesson with him this way, and I will email it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure that it's recording. I'm going to go in to here. We'll make sure. Yes, it's recording. Hi Yusuf, I'm recording this for you because your internet has stopped again. So you can see that I've shared my screen with you. So I'm picking up where we last left off. So this is the reading strategies booklet. It will help you as we went through to be a better, stronger reader. So what I need you to do is listen, and then when you play the video back, if you can follow along with it yourself on your screen, you will be able to hear how the words are pronounced. Okay? So, as we said, we will read the passage slowly. It is the best way to gain comprehension, understanding from a passage. Okay. So, as you rightly said, here is the title, Medical Practices in Ancient Egypt. So, the next subheading, this one that I am moving my cursor on now, is the subheading. So, this is like the paragraph title. So, the subheading should tell your reader something about the paragraph that they're going to read. So give them a general idea about what the paragraph is about. So this is learning from the dead. Okay, you can see it highlighted there. Okay. To find out why people have died, today's medical examiners, people who examine bodies after people have died, perform post-mortems. And if you look on your screen, difficult words I've actually broken down into their syllables for you. Mortems. They cut open the body, study its parts. Ancient Egyptians also performed post-mortems. So post means after, mortem means death. So put that together, it is after death. To understand causes of death. So why somebody died. In addition, so also post-mortems helped ancient Egyptians study the human body, how bodies work when they're alive. By comparing one thing to another, comparing this or this, the hearts of people who were different ages, for example. So looking at the heart of a child or the heart of a teenager, how it has changed, to somebody in their young adult life, 23, 24 years old, or somebody in midlife between 40 and 60, and then somebody in old age, 70 plus. Okay? Egyptians could determine what a young, healthy heart was supposed to look like. So they were looking at the hearts mainly of young people and saying, okay, this is what it's supposed to look like, because this person was young and apart from what killed them, healthy. Maybe they had an accident or something like that. Okay? So you can see how that subheading, that paragraph title, tells us exactly what we're going to be reading in the paragraph, which was learning from the dead. And a skill in reading and writing is actually writing your own new title for a paragraph. So an examiner, especially coming into the upper primary as you are now, will say find a suitable alternative heading. So that is a skill to learn. So our next paragraph heading or subtitle is keeping a written record. So we will go on. The Egyptians not only studied the human body, but they also kept detailed records of what they discovered. So what they were doing is their medical examiners were not only studying the human body, they were also writing their findings down. So for future reference. So you had ancient medical examiners writing books. They wrote and drew their observations on papyrus. So you can see it broken down there for you. Papyrus, papyrus, an early form of paper. So the oldest kind of paper is papyrus. The papyrus became the medical textbooks of that time. So every book that you look in that's about medicine is a modern book, printed on paper. However, the ancient Egyptians were doing exactly the same thing, just on papyrus. So they were making their own medical textbooks. Their observations, what they saw and wrote down and recorded, allowed Egyptian doctors to share their knowledge, including how to treat various diseases. So they were writing down their findings and saying, oh, okay, we've seen this before. So how can we treat this? What can we learn from what we saw before? All okay? If not, write anything down that you don't understand, email it to me. I will respond to you. If you're having problems, say, no, I really didn't understand that. Type it in an email and send it to me, Yusuf. I will answer you. So here we've got another subheading. And this subheading says Edwin Smith Papyrus. So then this is a name, Edwin Smith. Edwin Smith is a name. So it's the name of a person. So we can deduce from that, we can guess, infer, or means guess from this subheading that Edwin Smith was the person who found this particular papyrus, and it was named after him. It says here in 1862. So in English, the best way to phrase a date is to use the first two numbers, in this case 18, and then the next two numbers, 1862. 1862. This is how we say it in English. An American named Edwin Smith, so we're right, purchased, bought, paid money for a medical papyrus in Luxor. Smith was not a medical expert, so he wasn't a doctor or he wasn't a medical examiner, but he knew a lot about old documents. So we can probably say he was a historian, maybe, somebody who just had an interest. History maybe was this man's hobby, but he knew a lot about old documents. He knew what he had found was valuable. Here it is, valuable, valuable. You can see it here, next to it in brackets, broken down into its syllables, valuable. So it was worth a lot. Now the text isn't telling us whether it was valuable as in money or whether it was valuable as in knowledge. Okay, could be either. The papyrus turned out to be an ancient textbook on surgery. So just as surgery is performed on a body now, if you have something as simple as a broken leg, you can have it set again, the bones put straight again via surgery. The papyrus was probably written around 1600 BCE. Before BCE means before Common Era. And this means the year 0. So, to explain that, here we are in the year 2020, which means we are 2020 years after the year 0. But this date is 1600 years before the year 0. So we can say this was approximately around 3,500 years old. Okay? If you don't understand that, email me. but it was based on information from 1,000 years before that. Okay, so the document today would be 3,500 years old, but the information inside the text, inside the papyrus that Edwin Smith found, came from 1,000 years before that. So 4,500-year-old information. The papyrus presents the information as case studies. So a case study would be taking one person's case. So this means, you know, the information from one person and comparing it to information from another person. So these are case studies, including an analysis. Here it is, analysis of how patients survived or died. So some of the patients, some of the people who were studied survived, they lived. So the analysis is, why did these people live? And the ones that died, why did these people die when they had the same symptoms, when it was the same disease that they were suffering from? So what you do now is you go back. This is the first time we've done this. So you go back and you reread. You take your notebook and you write down anything that you still don't understand. Then you email that to me. I will respond to you, I will answer you. I will email you back and rephrase it, maybe in a way that you will understand. Then you answer the question, the strategy practice, which is here, where my cursor is moving. How did post-mortems help ancient Egyptians learn about the human body? So, in answer to this question, you will go up to the subheading that covers that topic, which is learning from the dead. Okay, and the answer is in there. So that is your strategy. Your strategy on this day is to find information from the correct subheading. The correct subheading is number 1, which tells us how postmortems, which is in subheading 1, information about postmortems, helped the ancient Egyptians learn about the human body. And then you put your answer. How they were helped. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to email this to you, and I'm going to put it to both email addresses that you gave me, and I'm going to send this recording also to the same email address. Any problems, you will email me. Okay, you have my email address. You can send it on a direct return to me. Okay, but my email address will be included also Mr. Muhammad's. Okay, all right, I will see you next time, Yusuf. Good job. So I hope we will actually be able to see each other next time. Okay, so I'm going to stop now the share, and I'm going to end the meeting and convert the video and send it to you. Okay, all right, good job, Yusuf. See you next time. Bye.